I welcome you to this session of ISO 14001 2015, and today I am going to share with you some formats pertaining to internal audit. So the very first format which I am going to share with you is the internal audit plan, because we are supposed to carry out audits periodically. So the periodicity of the audit has to be defined, and we have a format for that, and for every division we have to mention in which month we are going to carry out the audit. So as you can see, on the right hand top corner I have put the format number. Format number SP oblique SP is the system procedure, oblique 9.2 is the element number, 9.2 is the element for internal audit, and 01 is the first format of this series, and 01 is the first and F01 is the first format of this series, and issue number is 01, and dated on whatever date you make, you have to put the date. Now after that you have to put the name of the company in the place where I have written name of the company. You put the name of your company, and then the heading of this title, this format, internal audit plan, and you put the year for which year you have made it. And after that, as you can see, in the table form I have put the months here from January to December, and the sections of the various sections of the organization which have to be audited. So they find place in the column sections, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it goes up to 11. So I have put 11 sections, and it will depend on your organization how many sections you have in place. So accordingly you can make it that many sections. And you can tick mark, say for example, if the audit is being done in January, then you can tick mark the sections which are going to be audited in January. What I would suggest is that you carry out the audit of all sections, say in January, and then after 3 months or after 6 months again, so that means you come to July, and then you tick mark all the sections here in July. So this will show the periodicity that you are doing it in after every 6 months, and then after that you can put the ticks in December. So that will show that the periodicity of the audit is every 6 months. So this is the first format. And the second format, here is the number of the format on the top right, and again the name of the company, and the internal audit schedule. That means on what date, at what time, who is going to be the auditee, who is going to be the lead auditor, and under the lead auditor, which auditors will be participating in the audit. So accordingly, this format can be filled, and as I told you, the sections will be the same. 11 sections I had put according to the organization for which I made this format, and you can have your own sections depending on how is the organization of that particular company. And below you can see I have put the date, and management representative will sign it, and it will be distributed to all the auditees, all lead auditors, and all the auditors. Now we come to the next one. Next one is the format number F03, again the name of the organization, name of the company, and this is the internal audit checklist. Now this is the format in which the audit is actually carried out. So this is given to the printout is given to the auditors, and column number 1, 2, 3, that means serial number, para number and observation. These are pre-filled, and column number after that, column number 4, 5 and 6, they have to be filled by the auditors during the audit. For example, here I have put the para number as 4.1. Just as an example, I have put para 4.1, and the observation is that the title of this para 4.1 is the context of the organization. And there is conformity, there is no non-conformity. So I have put C and C here in both the columns. And this is whether the document is available or not. This first column talks about that, and the second column whether it is being implemented or not. So both the columns C and C, and documented by this is the remark, documented by the top management and reviewed periodically. So this is the very first para, and then the second para will come here, third para will come here, fourth para will come here. Like that the paras will come, and those you have to fill by yourself. I have not, and this I have put up to serial number 10, but this list may go up to say serial number 30 or even more than 30. So you have to make it accordingly, and in the note below the first single asterisk that shows evaluation of documentation, whether documentation is existing or not, and two asterisks shows evaluation of compliance. That means that documentation is being complied with or not, whether compliance is there or not. So the two columns you have to put either C, or if it is not being complied, you can put in place of C, you can put N. N will mean non-compliance. So accordingly you have to fill up this sheet. As I told you, serial number 10, it will not stop here. It may continue to the next page, and finally this note will come below this, and C for conformity, N for non-conformity, and X for not applicable. So accordingly you will put your remark in short, C, N or X as applicable in evaluation of compliance. So you have to put these, and finally you have to put the date, and the auditor who has audited will sign here in place of auditor. Now we go to the next. Wherever we find non-conformity, we have to then fill this format. This format is for filling up the non-conformity or the corrective action report, and here you have to fill up the auditee or the site or the section where you carried out the audit, name of the auditee, date, and who were the auditors. The auditor's name will come here, and NCR number, non-conformity report number 0, we will start from 01, and next non-conformity report will be here 02, next to that 03, like that it will continue. And NCR control number, this control number will come from the control register, which is in the next format. Okay, so the section 1 here will talk about the ISO standard against which the audit has been carried out. So here it will come ISO 14001 2015, and then the clause number in which the non-conformity was observed, and the documentation reference. So document reference will come here. That means procedure reference we can give here. And details of the non-conformity. So description of the audit evidence, the requirement, and the statement of non-conformity. That will come here. For example, we can say that the non-conformity was observed in a particular clause. That clause number we can give on the top, and it was seen that a particular detail was missing. So the name of that detail we have to put here, and accordingly this amounts to non-conformity. So the non-conformity will be detailed out here in this space. In the space here, the non-conformity will be detailed out, and then the root cause analysis. Why did this happen? So what was the root cause of that non-conformity? That will come here. And then correction, fix now with completion date. So we have to put the correction and the date by which it will be completed. Correction means immediately you have to correct the situation. So the action to be taken for us for completing that, for removing that non-conformance, immediate action has to be taken, and that action will be detailed out here, and the date by which it will be done. And then the corrective action, that means the permanent solution for that. For example, I had given you an example of a motor car which is going on the road. You are driving it, and suddenly you find that the temperature of the engine is going up and up, and you have to stop the car. You stop the car and check that the water in the coolant has leaked out due to bursting of the rubber hose pipe. And then the correction will be to find a mechanic and replace the whole pipe and fill the coolant again and restart the car. So that will be the correction. And corrective action will be to find out why this happened. So if this happened because of certain carelessness, for example, we may not have got the car serviced at regular interval, then the corrective action will be to ensure that the car is serviced periodically, so that during the service all these things are checked. So that will be the corrective action. So corrective action has to be put here, and this has to be complied with. And the auditee will sign here. The auditee will be signing here in this place where auditee is written, and auditor will review and acceptance of the corrective action plan. So auditor will review the corrective action plan and sign here that the corrective action has been taken. And in the section 3, the closing of the NC and verification of the effectiveness of the corrective action will be there. So if the NC is closed, then the NC are closed, it will be ticked here, you will tick it, and effectiveness of the corrective action. The corrective action was found to be effective. That kind of comment or remark may come here, signature of the auditor and the date on which this NC was closed. So this is the closure of the last section. Section 3 is the closing of the NC. Section 2 is the auditee proposed action plan, and section 1 is the detail of the non-conformity. So this format has to be filled in case non-conformity is observed, then this has to be filled. Now this is the fifth format in which we monitor the various NCs found in a particular audit. So all the NCs we start giving the control number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will continue in a serial manner. And the audit section will come here, and the NC or the observation and date that will come here, and the brief detail of NC non-conformity report that will come here, and the committed date for closing will come here, actual date of closing will come here, and MR will sign in this place. So he will be controlling or monitoring the NCR closing or corrective action report closing. So accordingly this format can be filled and signed by the MR in the last column. So this is the fifth format on NC non-conformity monitoring register, and that is the last format. And here we come to the end of the formats. These are the 5 formats which I have suggested, and you can go ahead and prepare these formats. I hope these are going to be of help to you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and please, if you are liking my videos, do share my videos with your friends and colleagues and give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load the video, the information will reach you. In case you have subscribed the channel and also press the bell icon, the information will reach you that I have loaded the video and you can see it without any delay. So that's all in my opinion in this session in which I have covered 5 formats pertaining to internal audit. And from next Sunday onwards, we will continue with the remaining clauses which are still to be covered. So thank you very much, and bye-bye. See you next Sunday. Bye.